Hey, welcome to Recovering Addict. I'm LT. I'm an alcoholic addict. How's everybody doing today?
I'm Felice. I'm not an alcoholic addict. I'm a cookie and cheesecake addict.
And I'm Aubrey, and I'm a recovering addict as well.
Man, we have been going through a ton of changes here on Recovering Addict, and I got a whole paper over here written out that we were going to go through today. But I just want to catch you up on what we've been doing. We've been, you know how we started back in 2020. We started doing live streams because of the whole epidemic and all that kind of stuff, and AA and NA shut down. We went live like 130 episodes in a row, 7 days a week. It was crazy. And then as things starting to lighten up, we went down to like 3 days a week. Then we went down to 1 day a week. And in the meantime, we've turned into a legit nonprofit. We own a gym now, and we have and run our nonprofit out of there. On top of that, we are starting to grow as a recovery relapse prevention center here locally, and we are getting really deeply involved in the community, just more than just in recovery too, as actually a participant in creating better standards and health for our community all around. We're involved in the reentry coalition, where all the police officers, probation officers, judges, and lawyers are involved. We meet with them on the second Tuesday of every month. We are now moved from, you can see, we're not in our bedroom or our living room anymore.
Or are we?
Or are we?
You'll never know.
The abyss.
Wait.
Behind us is the abyss.
Floating
My
hands.
And so what we're doing now is we are in actually the Layton Hills Mall. You could come and see us if you are in Layton area. Come to the Layton Hills Mall, come up to Northern Realty, and you would be able to see our studio and our office that we have here. Because Recovering Addict is not only a recovery service, but we are also a social media marketing strategists too. We offer videography and strategy, how to help build, start, and maintain and grow your social media through. And it's a thing for our nonprofit, so that we have jobs for our people that come and need jobs, and we're working towards all that. And we're really glad you guys are here. Thank you for being patient with us in our live streams. Things are going to be always changing, always evolving, always growing. The format of how we go live is going to change. If this noon thing doesn't work out, which hopefully it does, we'll try something else. But what do you guys think about all our new changes?
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
Mhm.
I concur.
Yeah.
I love where everything is headed.
Can we get an audio check? Steffi, if you're still watching, how does this microphone sound? I know I'm probably loud.
Steffi, can you hear me?
Can you hear the girls?
Steffi, can you hear me? You ever see that musical?
Yeah.
Jordan Nicole says, I can't wait. Geesh says, wish I wasn't at work. Hope you guys have a great show. Miss you all.
Have a good time at work.
Yeah, see, that's what's
Yeesh.
kind of sucky about this. Another thing about the live streams on Sunday nights, it's late. We've already done so much recovery activities Monday through Friday. And then Fleece has to get up super early. So Sunday's a night is a nice time for us to just be able to relax back into a Monday. So we'll figure out. We'll figure it out. I want to make it good for everybody, us and you all. Stephanie says, hey guys, so excited to have the live streams back. Marilyn, one of our favorite, most awesome supporters, the
Marilyn.
purple M&M. Jess in the house. What's up, Jess? Go ahead and you guys can say hi to everybody.
You're in charge of the clicker.
I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, there you go. Hi, friends. What's up, Lori? Ooh, hey, Lori. Good
Lori,
to see you
hey.
again. How's everything going? Sounds good.
Thanks for the sound check.
Okay, Steffi.
Steffi, I'll use my loud voice better, okay? I'm just trying to not be overpowering.
Says I can't hear Aubrey super good.
I can hear LT and Felice, but not Aubrey. So
Yeah.
Aubrey just kind of lean in, I guess, a little bit. Lean in a little bit. Probably all right. Hey, Dad, I'm in class. Hey, buddy.
Hey, get back to school.
Get back. What are you doing on Facebook?
Do your homework.
Tell your teacher.
Show your teacher how cool we are, bud. Say, this is my parents. This is why school's dumb. Because I'm going to get on
And
video
I'm
and
gonna
I'm going to
quit.
get my GED. What's up, Jordan? Yay! Question mark?
Question mark.
Yay!
They're so far apart, too. We have a 5K event coming up if you're here local to Utah, or if you're not and you want to sponsor us, check out this link that we're going to drop. It is the 5K event, the very first of our annual 5K run in Pleasant View, Utah. You can come out, run a 5K, support a good cause, and get involved. And if you want to be a sponsor, you can get your logo on our t-shirts and shout outs. We're also looking for sponsors for this little video here. Anytime we go live, we will make sure that you are known. Another thing too is we went to the OD awareness. I don't know if you guys have seen on our Facebook fan page. There's about 3 or 4 videos on there of the speeches given at OD awareness, which was here, held at our state capitals. We're trying to raise awareness. We're actually trying to get it so on that day that the flag is at half staff to remember all those who have passed from this stupid addiction and opiates and just drug. We're just trying to bring awareness so that we can start helping more people. I'm getting a lot of slack on my TikTok channel because I've been saying NA and AA are dead, but I've been saying that for a while. And what I mean by that is it's time to start recovering out loud. Anonymity was built back in 1935, right? Alcoholics Anonymous was because of that day and age. And the whole dad has to go out, fend for the family, mom's at home being a housewife. All of a sudden, dad's an alcoholic. Reputations with that stigma around it were really fragile. So they didn't want to admit they had problems, mental health problems, plus mental health in the way that people even looked at it was completely different. They were still doing lobotomies, poking your brain through the top of your eye.
Shoot,
back
like
in that day.
50 years ago, they quit doing that.
Yeah,
That wasn't very long ago.
for sure. And so you fast forward to 2020, and it's okay to talk about mental health. It's okay to talk about our relationships that strained and struggled through addiction. And that's what we're here to do, is break those stigmas. So AA and NA has its place, and it's a great place to meet people in recovery and to get in that mindset and to get into that absorption of content and like-minded people who are trying to work their way out of an addiction, and tools and pathways and support. So that part of it's great, but you know what? It's time to recover out loud. It is hip. It's cool to be sober. It is hip and cool to be in recovery. And that's what we love.
Heck yeah.
Yep, no, we agree. Welcome, Jamie. And our
Jamie!
5Ks in the comments now.
Yeah.
End of trading. Welcome back. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
I have to say we're starting to win here on this. I'm getting the message out there, right? Getting awareness, getting the word out, breaking the stigma. That's the main thing, is we want to break stigma.
Yeah.
So there's not this gap of people who are professional and judgy. And just because you've had an addiction, because this professional judgy person doesn't talk about the problems they have. Everybody's got secret problems in their lives. Some are just willing to share and talk about it. And the ones that are willing to share to talk about it actually overcome and have a more fruitful, happy life compared to the ones who pretend like they're having a great life and don't want to share those types of things with people. All that being said, that's winning. But I want to read an article as soon as I can find it. But here in Utah, actually, the whole country is benefiting from this. Utah is going to receive $10.8 million for this opioid crisis, which is freaking amazing. I'll read this to you. It's an article off of KSL. In effort to fight the opioid crisis, the Biden and Harris administration is divvying up $1.5 billion to all states and territories. Out of that money that's going out, the Biden and Harris administration will be giving the state of Utah just over $10.8 million to divvy up to help support and fund places like what we have, recovery centers, right? The grant is intended to help the state increase access to recovery support services, such as 24/7 opioid treatment programs, as well as access to treatment for substance use disorder. So because of what happened with the Sackler family and Purdue, Big Pharma, pill mills, Oxycontin, a lot of people in this world right now, their first opiate dealer was a doctor, and they got hooked. And they got hooked big time because of all the lies the Sackler family told. Big Pharma pressed and pushed on these doctors to get it out there, right?
And then overprescribing.
Turned into pill mills. And a lot of people and maybe even you have been involved in this addiction because of the Sackler family and the Purdue and all that stuff. Because of the lawsuit that's happening against all of that and the crisis that it created is where this money's coming from. So they're churning that money from the lawsuit back around, giving it to the states to divvy up between its recovery program. And Utah is leading the charge, I swear, across this whole country. If you watch Weber and Davis County, we are going to be the shining light in the whole country of how recovery should go. A big thing that's popping up right now is recovery gyms. People are starting to see the true benefit of working on your biopsychosocial, the stuff we've been preaching out for 2.5, almost 3 years now, working on your bio, which is your body, your psycho, which is your mind, and your social, which is your relationships. You start healing those 3 things, man, get out of our way. We take that energy that we put into our addiction, we throw it into focused education on ourselves and healing those 3 aspects of our lives. How do you see it helping out in Utah, in our area, how with people in our gym? What do you think?
I wasn't ready.
Yeah, no, just even like watching the people in our gym and how far they come in their recovery, just getting out, getting active, working out, making those social connections, taking them out to go do stuff they're not used to doing, getting them uncomfortable, and then they become comfortable. And then just watching our community and what you're doing and connecting with all the communities around us and building those connections within the recovery community itself, I think that's going to be so beneficial, because it's not like my recovery does this and only we do this and we get all these people. No, let's share, because now everybody recovers together like the same.
Yeah.
And that's what, like what she's getting at is Utah, Weber County is really starting it with our reentry fair. But our recovery community and resources are not competing against each other for clients. We're offering a huge spider web that they can fall into. We've all come together to connect. And how can we do better as a whole team? Because at the end of the day, every recovery program out here, we're all on the same team, fighting the same war and the same battle. Different personalities, different flavors for everybody out there. And now we have some place that anybody needs to go. So if they don't like our gym and the kind of our vibe, they get to go somewhere else. And if they don't like the vibe over there, they can come to us. There's something for somebody everywhere. Jamie says, I want a recovery gym out here. I've been working out a lot more and I've been feeling so much better.
Atta girl.
She just did like a whole Spartan race.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, freaking badass.
Me and Millie did a mud run, and my little sister, and it was so fun.
It's kind of weird. I've been
Make you do it
wondering.
next
Here's a
time.
story I would like to share with you guys. But I've been praying. A lot of you know that since I did my 75 hard and the 30-day challenges, I continue to keep challenging myself so that I can continue to grow. For me, I do it for me, because if I don't take care of me, I can't take care of none of this stuff that's bubbling around me. In my prayer journal, I suck at journaling. I can't get up and have my day and then at night be like, I did this today. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right for me. It doesn't work for me. But in the morning, I know what I want to pray for. I know things that I need. And one of my big things on my prayer list is, am I doing the right thing? And I believe, let me back up a little bit, that question comes out because I'm an entrepreneur. There's nothing I can't do, in a sense, right? I'm an addict and I'm very creative. All of us addicts, you'll find once we get out of our addiction and we focus that energy elsewhere, there's nothing that really
You guys are even pretty creative in your addiction.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
really
Nobody can make a weird pipe like an addict.
Yeah.
That's true.
a little
Just
tweak
focus it
things.
somewhere
That's
else.
true.
Yeah.
This way.
But there's nothing we cannot do, right? If I wanted to be a carpenter, I could go out and probably run a carpentry company and boom, in any type of construction business, I could run any type of thing. And I just chose this one, right? It's kind of where my passion is, videography, and I love doing that. I've always messed around with it. So I just choose one and I'm running with it. But I've been praying like, God, is this the right thing for me to do? Am I on the right path? You ever get that feeling like, God, is this really what life is so short? Am I really supposed to be doing this? Do you ever feel that way out there? Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? Pray, okay? Because God answers prayer. Be careful what you pray for, because God answers prayer.
Yes.
And so I pray this one morning, and I get up with my dogs and I take them out to the park and we go on a little walk, and I'm walking through and I end up leaving the parking lot and coming cut back through the parking lot. And I'm just taking it easy because I had to take a couple weeks off. Right. So I'm just walking smooth and calm and cool. I walk up to this car. It's still running. Windows are foggy. I'm like, okay, somebody just crashed out here tonight. I kind of just did a little peek in, and guess what? Dude is lumped over on his steering wheel. And I look a little closer and he's got a blue band around his arm and blood running down his arm. I'm like, what? Is this really happening in my neighborhood right now? So within a split second, I'm like, do I knock on the window or do I call the cops? Was my first thought. And I'm like, this is Pleasant View. This is my city. This mother is ODing in my town. I'm calling the cops and knocking at the same time.
Twofer. Do a twofer.
And so I knock on the window as I'm on the phone with the dispatch. He's like, "Whoa!" and opens the door. And I'm like, "Bro, I thought you were dead." He's like, "I'm so sorry, bro." And I'm like, "You ain't got to apologize to me." I'm like, "I am on the phone with the cops, FYI. I thought you were dead. They're coming. This isn't something. This isn't good." And so I walk off and I walk down a ways from the car and continue to talk with the officer and tell her what I'm witnessing and seeing. He gets out of the car, throws a long sleeve shirt on, of course, and comes over to me. He's like, "Bro, I'm so sorry. I'm on drug court. I'm going to get my car impounded." All the excuses of when you just, boom, you're caught in your addiction. Literally, this dude was just, bam, caught in his addiction. And I got a shirt and a hat that says this, right here, recovering addict. He's like, "Dude." I'm like, "Bro, don't worry about it. This is probably a good thing for you." I said, "Seriously, you're on drug court. You obviously got a problem. You're out here in a parking lot passed out with a needle in your arm. And it ain't no mistake that I just found you, because this is what we do." So long story short, cops came. I can't wait to catch this story full circle when I run into this guy again, because it will happen. We saved his life. He wasn't dead. That's a positive. And God was like, "Yeah, this is what you're supposed to do." You know, it's kind of a good confirmation for me. What do you got in the comments, y'all?
Jen Ray talks about how she's had to rely on her higher power and growth since her recovery and the hurricane.
Oh,
Yeah, praying for the people out in the hurricane. My goodness.
yeah, that's crazy.
And Jamie said, "I've definitely felt that way, but at the moment I trust in my higher power and try to keep it in today. Otherwise, I'm trapped in what ifs in the future." I do that too.
What ifs? Good old what ifs.
So yeah, Salt Lake City's getting this cool, awesome thing, right? KSL, to finish up this, it says the administration says that it will also help take down barriers to public health intervention, places like naloxone. Now, naloxone is a cool place because you can come, you do needle, get STD testing, you can get, minor injuries fixed on you. You can see, it's a healthy way to help addicts who are still in the struggle stay clean and to kind of keep the community clean. A lot of people think, man, you're just enabling them, but it's kind of a way to keep needles off the street for when old Miss Sally's crossing it and she don't get one stuck in her toe and end up with hepatitis or something like that.
Oh,
So
poor Miss Sally.
I agree with the naloxone. You can go get free naloxone. So if you see somebody ODing, I should have had some in my pocket that day. I'd have hit the guy with it even as he woke up. Like, "Wake up." It's like, "Oh, bam, naloxone."
No more high for you.
Poor guy.
He's here all trying to shove it up his nose.
Come here. I've been trained.
Jen Ray said, "I was lucky, had no damage, and only lost my power for 48 hours. But friends and family are still without power. I gained appreciation for the little things like power in my life." That's good.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's something I would like to do, like when the kids are all grown and stuff, is to like hurricane disaster relief or whatever,
Yeah.
just to go and help clean up.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be.
Man, I wish that
That would
Utah
be
would have a hurricane so we could have that opportunity.
No,
Said
No,
to
she's
that.
saying go there.
Just go pick up garbage.
She's saying she wants to serve the people.
In Florida?
Yeah.
It's too far away. Florida's weird.
Oh,
Alligators.
alligators.
Moving debris and
Just
picking up
kidding.
alligators.
Petey!
Petey, hey.
We've missed you too, brother. Sorry for all the weird stuff, but we've been going through some major changes and we're growing big here in Utah, locally. And so we've just had to adjust. I wish I could do everything. I wish I could do all those stuffs, but I still got to sleep and take care of myself, unfortunately. So we'll figure it out. No big deal.
Figure it out.
We're here now.
Or make Aubrey do it.
Aubrey's got it.
I got it, y'all.
Aubrey's superhuman.
So let's read the just for today and talk about being yourself. Okay. Somebody want to read this? You want me to read it?
You got it.
You want me to read it?
Sure.
This is a dry. I didn't pre-read it, so I'll probably mess up. Well, I can see it on yours.
But your mouth is pushing away from this.
Oh, I can't do this. I can't read it. You're gonna have to read it.
All right. So being ourselves,
All
page
right.
284 says our real value is being ourselves. What's your real value? Be yourself.
Thank you.
I like this one meme I saw. It was like, how much does an original piece of artwork go for, right? If you get an original Picasso,
The OG.
a real one, the original, a lot, right? You get a replica, ain't worth hardly anything. So don't try to be somebody else. Be original. Original is way more valuable, and that's kind of where this has taken us. It says, over and over, we have tried to live up to the expectations of those around us. We may have been raised believing that we are okay if we earned good grades, cleaned our rooms, dressed a certain way, always wanting to belong and to be loved, right? We're just trying to belong and to be loved.
That's all I want in life.
Belong and love me. And then a lot of us have spent a lot of time trying to fit in, and we never quite seemed how to measure up, right? But now, y'all, now we're in recovery. We are accepted as we are. Principles before personality. Remember that. Our real value to others is being ourselves. As we work the steps, we learn to accept ourselves just as we are. Once this happens, we gain the freedom to become who we want to be. We've been talking about that in our group. Who do we want to be? What is your identity? Do you want to just consider yourself a recovering addict your whole life, and that's the basis of your whole identity? Or was recovering addict a great part of your story? Addiction was an amazing part of your story, just like the 9th step promise says that you don't want to shut the door on because you're going to help people with it. And now you are a different identity altogether because you become this amazing person who is fit, who works out, who is smart and has been educating themselves and is inspirational, and people around you admire who you are, your dependability, right? Be who you want to be and be yourself doing it. It says we each have many good qualities we can share with others. Our experiences, honestly shared, help others find the level of identification they need to begin their recovery. We discover that we all have special gifts to offer those around us. We do. Like if one of our team is missing, it's like, well, the gift they bring to the table is missing. And this is a bummer. Somebody in our group is missing. Their insight, their smile, their vibe is missing. Get together, get your special gift, cultivate it, harness it, and share it. Just for today, my experience in recovery is the greatest gift I can give another addict. I will share myself honestly with others. What do you think?
I think that's beautiful. Being ourselves. I was just telling Aubrey, I was like this whole full circle thing because you want to be like, you're not being yourself because you're trying to be like that person, but that person's not being their self because they're trying to be like you. So nobody's really being their self anyway. So it's this big crazy circle of nobody's even their self no matter what.
It's a mess.
Into trading. Thank you.
Thank you.
Much appreciated, mate.
It's a crazy circle of chaos. And if everybody just be themselves, you don't have to worry about it. I'll just be me, you just be you, and we'll be cool.
Yeah.
And it's more peaceful being yourself. Like I don't feel so stressed all the time.
Yeah.
Just be myself.
Gary Vee always talks about that. Like Gary Vee's a marketing genius, and people are always going to him for advice. How do I get on camera? How do I avoid or deal with the negative comments? How do I identify with imposter syndrome if I'm trying to be a peer support and I lead a group? And imposter syndrome is what? Just a fancy word for insecurity. Your insecurity was what? Implanted in you by somebody in your childhood, probably saying, you're not good enough. Don't do this. What was one of the stories you said?
Oh, yeah. No, I remember like it's very vivid in my mind when I was little because I've always like loved making people laugh and being goofy or whatever. So I'm sure I was just doing something like that. But he's like, she's just trying to get attention, and like instantly shut down all my like self-esteem in the dirt. Like, and like that's just one of many, I'm sure, circumstances where it hindered me being myself. And you just shove it down and you try and be a people pleaser.
Yeah.
I think I just left. I was like,
screw you, Uncle Theo.
Yeah. He was an alcoholic, smoker. He was probably super annoyed with me.
What about you?
I felt that too in my life. My personality is very loud and a little obnoxious sometimes. And I've been told as a child or even in high school that you're annoying. Like, stop. You're being so loud. Why are you being so loud? And that brought me into my shell a little bit and made me scared to be who I really am.
Yep.
Because for me, without even thinking about it, I'm loud and outgoing and happy, and I like to bring that into a room. But being told that made me a little scared to be who
You.
I am.
Yeah. That's your gift.
Yeah.
That brings joy to people.
Yeah, I think I was by the time, because I've struggled with that all the way through, middle school, high school, junior high, not wanting to be myself and like hiding who I was through clothes and whatever. But by the time I hit like 18, I was over it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna be who I am. I don't care if people like me. I don't care if people do like me. You know, if they like me, great. If not, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just be who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to face that. What was implanted as either from your parents or your, uncles or aunts or kids at school that made you feel not good enough or not, gave you a discomfort in being yourself. You have to throw all that away. And when negative comments come across if you're trying to be on social media or whatever, if negative comments come across your screen and you kind of just be empathetic towards the person out there that's giving you a negative comment or being mean to you in public or person. It's like, what's really going on in that person's life?
Yeah.
If that person is going to take the time to stop, consume my content or approach me and listen to me and then be rude and mean at me right then and there, something else is going on deeper than that with that person. And we need to be empathetic towards them. And, it's like, man, I feel bad for that person because they don't understand how to be anything but angry. And maybe they're addicted to being miserable and angry. And all they see the world is in a negative light. They're so negative that that's the only thing that they see. And that's why we always talk about practicing gratitude in early recovery, because in the rest of your life in recovery, because you're going to see what you look for. If you're looking for opportunity, you're going to see it. If you're looking for bridges and hills that are in the way of your success, that's what you're going to see. Focus on the things you want to see and succeed, and just tell the haters to shut it.
Mm-hmm.
Haters going to hate.
Haters going to hate. Jordan says, I've been watching y'all a while at the dentist. Just got my new smile. I feel awkward. I thought a new smile would mean smiling more. Now it just seems weird. Yeah. Nobody's noticing it like you do. You probably feel it like it's totally different, but just smile at people because they're not feeling what you feel. I like anytime I get a cut or a canker or zit or whatever on my face, it always feels bigger to me carrying that thing around, whatever it is, than it is to the person that was like, oh, I barely noticed her. Just think about when you see something like that. It just crossed your mind for a second and gone,
So you point it out and then it's all they look at.
Yeah.
Just don't point it out. They'll never know.
That's the character defect of self-importance that comes in. I do that too, where I'm like, they notice this about me.
Yeah.
They're thinking about me.
Yep.
They're thinking about the zit on my forehead.
Yep.
When in reality, it's just me. I'm the only one thinking about it.
Yeah.
So,
9 times out of 10, they're like, wonder what we're going to eat for dinner.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all they're thinking about.
Or they're thinking about the zit on their forehead.
Yeah.
Like, they're not, it's okay. It's okay. Just be you.
It's that vicious cycle.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about what you're thinking about, what you're thinking about, what I'm thinking about. Nobody's thinking about anything, but we just want dinner.
I just want dinner.
Jamie says, I think I was too quiet. And when I got loud, people said I was annoying. So I couldn't win.
Jamie, you're not annoying. As a loud person, you're not annoying.
No.
Just be you.
Jordan says, need to hear this today on point as usual. I have always loved you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jordan.
Amen. Open heart, open mind. Nobody is really ever thinking of you as much as we think they are. Yeah. No, they're going around the world just like, in a sense, the way we would be. What are they thinking about me? Everybody's thinking about what they're thinking about us and them. And, we ain't got time to think about some other people because we're only thinking about ourselves. Love you too.
Unless you have lint on your shirt, then I'm definitely thinking about the lint on your shirt.
Oh.
I'm like,
So do you got an
they
article?
need a lint roller. I just had that.
Give us 10 ways or something to help us be
how to-
ourselves.
How to be yourself. 10 easy ways.
Easy.
Know yourself.
How do you get to know yourself?
Our beliefs about who we are go all the way to childhood. Oh, would you look at that?
Wow.
We're born as sponges and we soak up our environment without even realizing it. We form an opinion of ourselves that we think is true, but it's actually how others want us to be. These opinions become our limiting beliefs. And before you can answer the question, how can I be myself? You must strip them away. Your true self is underneath. I strip away all them.
Hey, ¿qué onda? ¿Cómo estás, Daniel?
Daniel.
Los tempranedados. ¿Qué pasó, güey?
I was just wondering. I was like, I wonder what Daniel's been up to. There he
Llame
is.
ya. Ahora. Una hora.
Sí, ¿cómo estás?
Hola.
Muy bien.
Hola.
Taco
¿Cómo estás? Me llamo Aubrey.
Está
all
mi
I got.
muy grande amigo. Está mi hermano en Jesús Cristo. Me
Wow.
gusta mucho por el corazón.
Sí. Sí.
So nice to see you too, brother. We've
¿Cuánto
been
cuestan?
wondering, like, where's Daniel? Where is my bro? Brian O'Brien. Brian
Hey,
O'Brien. Are you
Bri-
from Ireland?
Brian O'Brien.
Are
My
we doing
fir-
all the different
He
accents?
says He says, it's my first time here. Y'all
That-
serve a great message.
That was like if Ireland went to Spanish.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
That was like that's 2 in 1.
That
That
was
was a
cool.
twofer.
I was having a hard time switching over.
Brian, thanks for being here.
Glad you're here,
Glad to
Brian.
hear Brian.
Hope your life's going well. Things are going great and in your favor, and the love and grace of God be upon you.
Was that Brian from Group?
LT, a cookie, Felice, a
Oh,
heart.
it might be.
Yeah, cookies are good too.
What?
We said, is that Brian from Group?
Brian
I
that came to
can't see-
group on.
Can see his face.
No, definitely
Oh, no, not
No,
him.
that's not. Sorry.
Oh, come on.
Spanish on par.
All right, where's Irish? Ireland. I am here, laddie.
Oh my gosh.
That was Scottish.
Do your Australian.
Oh, mate. Let me do more Australian, mate. You got to say oys and ahs. Life is going amazing, brother. Like, way amazing. Jordan says, also, I just did step 2. And one of the girls in my group did not like what I said. I thanked her. And I told her my step 2 isn't supposed to be the same as yours. I took step 2 as a holding on to something else alongside God, like AA or the promise. Absolutely. In my opinion, what step 2 is not a theological. Well, not yet. We'll get to theology later. But at that point, you can use a group of people to be your higher power. 100%. You need that support because we're just like, our brains are just so foggy and washy. We're just barely coming off drugs and man alive. And things like that.
And things.
Wait a minute. This is a Jamaican accent. Where did this come
my
from?
gosh.
I don't even know what that was. Good for you. Agreeing to disagree.
Good for you.
There is power in agreeing to disagree.
Power
Definitely.
and agreeing. Okay, what's our next one on the list for
Bring it back. Bring it back.
10 ways is what? Letting go of negative talk?
Let go of negative self-talk. Limiting beliefs manifest as negative self-talk.
Limiting beliefs.
To overcome limiting beliefs and learn how to start being yourself, listen to your inner monologue. You may tell yourself things like, I've always been this way, or I'm just not good at this. Perhaps you tell yourself that you need to be perfect to be worthy of love. Catch this self-talk and question it. Is it masking who I really are?
Think
Who
about
you
stuff.
really are.
I really
What do
are.
you say like to yourself, right? A lot. I could never do that. I want to be a successful business owner. I want to be a good employee. I want to get in shape. I want to quit smoking. I want to learn more, but I could never do that. I don't do those things. I can't get up on time. I can't read a book. I can't listen to audio. I can't eat healthy. Those are all limiting beliefs. So throw in the comments right now a few of your limiting beliefs and let's talk about those and see what's holding you back in your recovery and in life. What's another one?
Next, focus on your strengths. Your negative traits are not who you are. Replace negative self-talk with positive thoughts that empower you to be yourself. When you focus on your strengths, you build yourself up instead of tear yourself down. Not sure what your strengths are? Think of the times in your life when you felt the most in your element. You felt that way because you were finally discovering how to start being yourself.
Look what the cat drug in.
Teeter.
Teeter, coffee.
Good morning, Teeter. Just
Coffee.
crawling out of bed, eh?
I almost wore my alien shirt just for you, but I didn't know if you'd be here.
But on the real, how's Asia?
How was it?
Give us an update on how Asia is doing. We need to have a little prayer for Asia. So let us know. Please give us a freaking update.
Give us a freaking
Give us a freaking update.
Gosh.
gosh.
Teeter, give us an update.
Be open to challenges.
Oh, we're talking about limiting beliefs.
Oh,
Limiting beliefs. I'm not good enough. People find me to be too much. I'll just stay with those two for now.
I'm not good enough. Wrong. You are.
And you're not too much.
And you deserve. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be whatever you're not good enough for, right? I'm not good enough to succeed. I'm not good enough to get a degree and actually have a job that pays well. Yeah, you are. 100% you are. 3 blood transfusions and they're taking care of her recovery.
That's a lot of blood transfusion.
Wow.
That's a lot of blood. Linky had like, what, 8
I don't know.
billion?
8
Yeah.
billion?
Yeah, he lost a lot of blood.
Wow.
It was insane. They were just pumping him full of blood.
I missed that part.
Oh, I didn't.
I missed that part.
I took a picture.
Screenshot.
Delete. Report as junk.
All right, so what is another way to help us be ourselves?
Stop caring about what others think. For many of us, not caring what others think is easier said than done. It's human nature to want to fit in, but our fear of what other people think only holds us back. Remember that what people think of you is actually a reflection of them, not you. You can't control other people's opinions. All you can do is learn how to be yourself and how to be happy with that.
Yes. Fear of other people, man. That holds so many people back from all kinds of stuff. I would do this, but I'm afraid that someone's going to laugh at me or I'm going to be judged and ridiculed. And what's helping me with my fear and not giving a crap what people think about me, doing whatever adventure I'm doing, like all social media. Like, why do you post so much on social media? Why are you doing all this? Because I want to. How about that? And how about I'm 43 years old and I got like 5 more minutes to live. And pretty soon this whole generation's going to pass away. Why am I going to be afraid when I'm going to be 90 years old and barely be able to move one day because this body's going to be worn out and done. And while I got the strength and ability in my youthfulness at the moment, I'm going to do it to pursue passions and pleasures that I think fit my life with great morals and values.
Yeah, I like this. All you can do is learn how to be yourself and how to be happy with that. How to be happy with yourself. Sometimes that's hard.
Yeah, only what you can control. That is a life story. Every time, right? Once you grasp the serenity prayer.
That's a good prayer.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember when I grasped it. I'm just
Yeah.
like, whoa.
I remember when the wisdom to know the difference hit me. What?
Yeah.
Meaning like I'm trying to control stuff I can't, and there's stuff that I'm control that I can control that I'm not. What? And I don't know the difference. I'm an idiot.
Idiot.
At the end of the day, people don't care what others do. And that's true too. You know, we put more value into somebody's perceived possible opinion than there really ever is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's so true, Inda.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Number 6 coming at you.
Be open to change. The human brain is complex. We are the product of hundreds of experiences and pieces of information that our brains process every day. The brain is always learning and changing, so how can we expect ourselves to stay the same? Realize that you change your opinions and preferences while still fundamentally knowing how to be yourself. To be yourself, you must actually allow yourself to change.
Allow yourself
That's
to change.
very true.
And then if you're sitting in a group, somebody confronts you with the truth of like, you have no more excuses and now it's time to actually take action and change, and you run away because the truth is too hard to swallow and you're afraid to actually let yourself change, that's a huge red flag. You need to have a good, long, hard look in the mirror. I think mirror conversations with ourselves is very vital in life. Look in the damn mirror, find the stuff you don't like about yourself, stuff other people are trying to give you hints about. Like one thing my counselor used to always say, if somebody says you have a tell, okay, take it with a grain of salt. But you get 2 or 3 people saying that you have a tell, like literally a tell, turn around and take a look because you probably do. And if you're around a bunch of addicts who have been in recovery for a while, you're around a good counselor and a peer support group, and they're starting to try to help you discover things about yourself that are making your life miserable, that you're doing to yourself, look in the mirror and see what changes need to be made. Or you're just going to continue in this misery, and life's too damn short to keep living in misery.
Agreed. And like, I'm not the same person I was at 18. I don't have the same belief system I had when I was 18. I don't, it's okay to change. It's okay to grow and evolve. And
You should grow and
Yeah.
should evolve. And if you're not, something's wrong, in my opinion. Every 5 years, we change drastically. People are like, what? What does that mean? Look at a 0-year-old, a baby, just popped out, compared to a 5-year-old, right? Compare that baby to a 5-year-old. Put them right next to each other. They changed a ton in 5 years. Now take that 5-year-old and put it next to a 10-year-old and look at the changes there. Take a 10-year-old, put it next to a 15-year-old. Huge changes. Take a 15-year-old and put it next to a 20-year-old. Huge changes. Now that the body stops physically changing as much from 20 to 25 and 25 to 30, that change is still there.
Yeah.
Every 5 years, you should drastically change as you see the first 20 years of our lives every 5 years. And how does that happen? Because the first 20 years of our life, we come out of the womb. We start eating and growing and getting stronger and moving and learning how to walk. We learn English or whatever language we've been taught first. And then from 5 to 10, we're starting to learn how to tie our shoes. We're constantly consuming education of some sort to grow. 25, we get a good job, and all of a sudden we get stagnant. We stop learning. We stop growing. We just humdrum through life. So you got to continually seek out this education. If you are as educated as you want to be, listening to podcasts instead of the same old song on repeat every time and everywhere you go. That's what I think.
yeah, I think allowing other people to change too. Like, if I expected you to be the same person you were when we met 15 years ago.
I don't even know who I was.
Yeah.
I don't even know who I was.
Me neither. Just kidding.
Don't even know who I was.
I think that hold you back from allowing yourself to change. So just, it's another one of those where if I'm trying to hold you to something and you're trying to change,
Yeah,
he's still,
absolutely.
tied into what my expectations are.
Mm-hmm.
So allow people to grow. It's okay. It's okay to change.
Tater,
Change is okay.
this is what we're talking about. Those are limiting
Beliefs
and negative thoughts. Change that about yourself. Go have a look in the mirror. Look Teeter in the eye and say, what am I in control of? Jamie has grasped that. Jamie's like, what am I in control of? Oh, I am in control of my motion and my movement and my diet. You know what? I'm going to move a little bit, and then I'm going to run a freaking Spartan race and be a badass. And she did it. And she's a badass. You could do the same thing.
Number 7? Not yet. That will be helpful, Teeter. I'll pray for a speedy recovery.
Amen.
Yes, we will.
Asia, always in our prayers. Teeter,
Always.
always in our prayers.
All right, number 7, be vulnerable. It's easy to show off the good parts of ourselves, but to be yourself, you have to be your whole self. That means being willing to be vulnerable. If you're wondering, how can I be myself? The answer is to step into your pain and face your fears head on. Be open and honest with your partner and your friends. Tell them how you really feel. Share your deepest fears. You might be surprised how it strengthens your relationships.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's a huge limiting belief, Jen Ray. I'm not smart enough. I was plagued by that for a very long time. That limiting belief, it's one that's really been apparent in my life over the last 10 years, probably, when I started discovering wait a minute, I am smart. I just never tried because I thought I was going to be just like somebody in my life, right? I thought I was going to be just like my old man and the life that he was, the fruit he was living. Not saying my dad's not smart, because he is. He whatever trauma rolled into his life has kept him in his shell. But luckily, I live in a different day and age where health and mental health and all that kind of stuff is just better than it was back in the 60s and 70s. And so I've been able to get better help than he was. So I'm not criticizing and judging for that, but it rolled down to me from him. And then that gave me a limiting belief. I remember the first time I realized, if I wanted to be good at math, I could be. I started doing math and I was like, wait a minute, I'm good at this? I thought I wasn't. I thought I could not do math. I always told myself, I'm too stupid. I can't do it. And then I applied myself one day and was like, wait a minute, my brain did that? And it just blew me away. And then I started doing other things whoa, I can do all this stuff. And now shackles are off. Get out of my way. I am smart enough. And so are you. Try that. That's why I'm always saying, try new things. If you don't try, you don't know. I did a 46-mile race the other day. I didn't know if I was going to make it or not, but I did it to see what I'm made of, to see what I can do with my mind and my body. 46.2 miles, the hardest trek I've ever gone on with my mountain bike. It took me 10 hours and I did it. And now I know what I can and can't do. Can I dunk a basketball? Nope. Never going to be able to do that.
LOL. That's a limiting belief.
That
Get a
is.
trampoline or something.
Oh,
Jeez.
please. I mean, without cheating.
Lower
Trampoline.
the net. They're adjustable. Made for short people.
Yeah.
For short people.
See the short people net. Okay, be vulnerable. We did that one.
Be vulnerable, y'all.
There's something about making connection when you share your fears with people.
Yeah.
It's what we're
They're
designed
like,
to be.
I can relate to that. Now we're
Yeah.
besties.
Tita says, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go for it. Go ahead, Aubrey.
Go ahead.
Read
Go ahead.
that.
Go for it.
Teeter says, I'm so thankful for this group. With all the hospital stress, I've been triggered but reached out.
Oh,
Attaboy.
praise God. Teeter, that is positive proof of awesome green flagness in your recovery. You're going through stress. You didn't go that way and isolate. You went towards what this is designed to do. Proud of you, brother.
Very proud,
job.
Peter.
Jen Ray said, accepted myself and I don't give a dime on what people think of me.
Atta girl.
Man,
Love
Jen
it.
Ray's come a long way in the
Yeah.
last few months. Just blowing my
She's
mind.
grown.
Love it. Jamie's a rock star. Love you, Teeter, she says.
Okay, number 8. Express yourself. Expressing yourself can help you determine what you enjoy, how your experiences affect you, and how to start being yourself. Keep a journal and record what you did well each day and what you enjoyed, as well as things you could have done better. Express yourself through art, writing, music, or even gardening. It's while we're engaged in things we love that we feel most ourselves. That was hard for me to get out.
That was hard for me. Bye, Jamie.
We're grateful for
Bye,
you
Jamie.
too, Jamie.
Have fun at work.
So get out there, you guys. Start being yourself in all aspects of your life. Be vulnerable. Get into a group. Support. We preach it all the time. It is so necessary. People need people. And recovery people need people to support them. And on top of that, we need people to support. It's weird. It's a dichotomy of DNA and wellness that just meshes together. And we must have that for each other. It's just the way we're designed. It's what families are about. Family doesn't always mean blood. Family goes much deeper than that, because at the end of the day, we're all human. We all bleed red and we all need each other. And that's the way it's supposed to be. We just live in a fallen world.
Mm-hmm. But I like this because we were built by a creator.
Amen.
And it's like instilled in us to create things. Just we
Yeah.
all create things different ways.
It's a design. No
So,
doubt
yeah.
about it.
Go out and create things.
Create something.
Figure out what you like to make.
Paint a pumpkin.
Yeah. Pumpkin painting.
Pumpkin painting.
Pumpkin carving. Carve it if you like
Carve a
knives.
pumpkin.
Y'all got any questions? Let us know. Drop them in the comments. So Recovering Addict is going to start going live every other Friday, 2 times a month at noon in the studio. Background's going to constantly be changing until we find something more comfy. We have a 5K coming up October 15th. If you'd like to be involved, links are in the bio, description, all that good stuff. We just saw that Utah received some money. So get out there and help. If you guys want to start something similar to what we got here in your local town, reach out to us and we can help you get that started. If you want to start your own 501c3 and start a support group, reach out. We'll come out to you and help you get that thing going. We read the Just for Today and about being yourself. So be courageous today. If you got any questions or comments, drop them now. Anything else we need to say? Closing
Number
remarks?
10, most important, find your community.
Teeter
Find
wants a
the people.
studio
I
tour.
like you.
You want a studio tour, bro? Okay. Stand by.
Oh, tour time.
Tour
Stand
time.
by.
Where's Millie with the
Yeah.
clicker? Right here, I'm gonna scooch in. We'll come behind you, I guess. We probably should have filed out that way.
Bye.
Okay, see ya. See you never.
quit.
In Aubrey's words,
See you never.
I survived divorce twice and alcoholic life too. Reach out to us. Daniel, we miss you, man. Brian, love you guys.
Brian, thanks for being here.
LT's on tour. Ah, Marilyn, really love seeing you here all the time. Make my heart happy.
Thanks for always supporting us. Always.
Yes, love it. He's got the lights on, guys.
He's got the lights on.
He's got the lights on. That's happening. It's happening. Yeah, you want to come say hi?
You want to come say hi to the people?
Duh.
Duh.
Everybody,
This is our segment with Millie.
this is Millie.
Millie's moment.
Oh, Millie's
Do-do-do.
moment.
Okay, tell us. Give us the tea. Oh, hey, John.
The lights are on. LT's going to give you a tour of the new studio. Oh,
Oh.
he's backstage.
Oh no! Bergleche.
Bergleche.
I said Bergleche.
Millie's
Oh.
moment. Oh, John made it official.
Millie's moment. Give us something.
Go ahead.
Daughter, give us something.
Give us a quote. Give us a.
Give us some Millie words
Inspirational
of
thought.
wisdom.
I will tell you guys something.
Did you do it, Millie? Good girl.
I'll tell you something.
Welcome to the studio tour. Here we go. I'm going to start way over here in this corner. Okay?
LT's deepest, darkest secrets with Millie.
We got some awesome design work over here.
Hi, Teeter.
I do a wide shot over here so you can see that Felice and Aubrey and Millie are in that room over there, and that's the podcast room. We got our green screen, more
No.
camera stuff,
Just hands.
a couch, a ping pong table. Go back over to the podcast room.
Hey.
There we go.
Whoa.
This way.
I feel like I'm in a magic show.
Oh, hold on. So you're not gonna believe this. Yeah, we're live right now. Oh, wonderful. Y'all know my name. L to the Tizzle. Guess what his name is?
LT.
We're both named LT. The only two in Utah, and we're in the studio together.
Yes.
Crystal.
Yeah, we're gonna get t-shirts. LT squared.
That's pretty neat, right?
So
So what's
cool.
crazy? What was your grandpa's name?
Oh, my grandpa's name's Leonard Weaver.
My great grandpa, Leonard Weaver.
Crazy. We're related somehow. I don't know. He's got a better beard than I do.
Just a couple weeks.
Couple of weeks. We're doing a studio tour. That's LT's office right there.
Millie. What?
Master editor room.
Is this one?
Oh, you want the new sign?
Oh, we got a new sign to show you.
Crystal's here.
On air.
Hey, we miss
Crystal.
you.
Crystal.
Oh.
Hey, there's your office.
New office.
Yep.
Love it.
That's where we do all our editing. Oh, check this out. Watch how far it goes.
Oh,
Oh no. We're going downstairs.
We're
It's
going
never
down the
good.
stairs. Out into the
He's
mall.
in the mall without us.
oh, Millie, you're at the wrong table.
Dang it.
There's lunch.
Mom.
Pretzel maker.
Oh, she doesn't even go here.
John, good luck in your
Dear
marathon.
She doesn't even go here.
Oh, you're gonna do great. How many miles is it? Or how many Ks? I don't.
How many Ks?
How many Ks is
How
it?
many Ks?
Mom, what
Tell
are you
us.
trying to say?
What's your distance?
What's the what animal?
What, Mom?
Cool. 26.2 miles.
26.2.
Dang.
Wow.
Very cool.
Dang.
I'm impressed.
Oh no, Mom, he's coming back.
Hide.
Wow. Okay.
He's gone.
Jordan wanted to ask you about complacency.
Complacency. Oh, dang
Teeter also said he's jealous.
it.
Jealous.
It's freaking cool, right?
Dad, you're just words and head and links.
So that's where we're located now. So if you all are local, come to the Layton Hills Mall and you can check us out. Complacency. What's the question about complacency?
She just said, LT, you remember how we talked about complacency? And then she said, it was more the inconsistency of my program than anything. I felt like it was or is holding me back. However, at the same time, I came to realize that it's God just telling me to be still as the program goes through changes. Drastic changes.
True.
Yeah, it's okay to be
Yeah.
still sometimes.
And learn, we do need to rely on other people all the time, but there's a set. We always talk about here. Watch out.
Bye, Millie.
One thing I learned
Millie.
doing construction and working on aircraft and putting myself in situations of high risk, right? We talked about this a long time ago, but there's confined space entry. When you enter into a space that's confined, like a fuel tank in an F-22 or a space that's limited in oxygen, and you have to pump in oxygen, and things are very scary in there and could go wrong at any second. And if I were to go down in that situation and somebody were to come in and rescue me, they could die too. So there has to be a method of self-rescue that must be learned and taught to yourself so that you can be able to rescue yourself out of these situations. Because sometimes, and take that as a warning as somebody in support, that if you enter a confined space to rescue somebody where there's no oxygen, you could end up and tip over and die as well. So, you got to be able to self-rescue. And then to rescue somebody else, you got to be very careful of where that could take you. Thank you, John V. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, ding, ding.
Ding, ding. Did you read his comment that his marathon is on Sunday?
Oh, snap, John. Dude, dig
gonna
deep.
kill it.
You're going to kill it. The fact that you're going to do it, and I know you are.
So proud.
I know you're going to
You're
finish.
basically going to be first place.
Yeah, I just did a bike marathon over a mountain. The total elevation climb was 11,000 feet. It was insane. It was so awesome. Studio is sweet. I know. What a blessing, huh?
Very blessed.
We're just so growing and so amazing. I'm so excited for the future. I can't believe it. I'm surprised I don't have my sunglasses on because the future's so bright.
Oh my
Want
gosh.
us to go get them?
Dad joke. Dad joke alert.
Leslie, what's up, LP? How you doing, girl? Haven't talked to you for a long time.
Leslie.
Amen to that. All right, y'all. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Thanks, y'all, for being here. John V, keep me up to date when you're about to start, when you finish, all that good stuff. I'll be watching you. I can't wait. I know what you're about to go through, and I love it. I went through so many emotions on my 46.2 mile bike ride. Like 1 minute I was happy, I saw a bird, like all these weird things, like I was sad, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry for everything I've done. And then like I was tearing up at the finish line. It was weird. It was amazing. So until 2 Fridays from now, not next Friday, but the following Friday, we will be back. So until then, do not put yourself in a high risk situation. Stay strong, work your programs, and remember, we recover better together.